and welcome to this week's episode of Metropole Live. So we are 4 weeks in and all systems go. I've been very fortunate this week to talk to students from across the school, teachers from across the school, and bringing those conversations to you guys, the community. So this week on Metropole Live, I'm going to be speaking to one of our founding teachers who is starting her 7th year at GEMS Metropole, and it'd be great to find out how things have changed and what she's looking forward to this year. If you want to listen to some of the interviews with the students this week, we've got our Year 6 to Year 7 students that have transitioned to the secondary school, and it's a great video to watch. Click the link here to see that. Beaming smiles and lots of energy. It's a great video to watch. So this week, let's meet our founding teacher, Miss Karen from Year 5. I know it's your break and you have a few minutes, so I really appreciate you talking to us, but I heard a rumour this week that this is your 7th year here at Metropole. You are one of the original people. How's the school changed?
Yeah, that's true. I'm one of the founding members of school since 2014, and obviously the school has changed drastically since that first day when we walked in and the buses forgot us, and it was just, wow, what an experience. But it has changed massively in those 7 years. I mean, there's been a lot of changes high up in leadership. There's been a lot of changes with teachers. There's been a lot of changes with students. But it's been good changes since 2014. Obviously, we have our new principal, Mr. Naveed, that is in, who's doing an excellent job. And teaching and learning has improved a lot over the last 7 years as well. Primary are doing very well, doing very good. We have a very high standard of teachers, and we are working very closely with our teaching and learning team to make sure that we're making all of those improvements every single year. And it has improved over the 7 years.
Yeah, you can
we
see.
also improved our learning displays and our environments around the school. So obviously in the beginning it was very business attire, everything was very clinical compared to what we have now. Everything is being updated and it looks more like a school. It's a lovely learning environment for the children and for the teachers to be working in, and it's much better than what it was.
I mean, you're one of our incredible primary teachers, and everywhere across the school we've seen teaching and learning improve, and obviously you guys helped go up the gradings last year, and it was 37 judgments across the whole school. It's an incredible achievement. And also you're saying about lots of changes, and this year I think there was 3 new teachers in primary out of however many tens of teachers we have, and I think that really shows that everyone's really happy as like a community, and everyone's really found the school's theirs. That's what I like about the place. But this year is quite unique.
The teachers have definitely been more consistent over the years, where I think in the beginning teachers had chopped and changed quite a bit and had left, whereas now the children are more consistent, the leaders are more consistent, and the teachers are more consistent, which has just driven consistency over the last couple of years compared to what it was in the beginning.
Yeah, I think that attrition rate, especially in students and teachers, is really important, because you get consistency, and that's how the high quality standard is driven, because obviously people are doing really well, and then when new people in, they pick it up so quickly as opposed to constant change. But this year is quite different. It's great. We're kind of a bit more settled now. We're 4 weeks in, and you guys have been absolute heroes. I can't say that enough about how you've worked with change and the different kind of rules and regulations around coming back to school. But how is it differing from your point of view to normal?
Well, obviously normally the children would be in 100% in the classroom, so you wouldn't have any blended learning, or you wouldn't have any online glitches, etc., where we have had a lot over the last couple of months. But that's just getting used to a new system. Every system has a brand new set of challenges, but we've obviously overcome quite a few of those during our lockdown, and we did so well during our distance learning. Now starting off our new academic year, we've obviously gone into our blended learning of 50-50 in years 4 all the way up the school and up until secondary. So that's come with a new set of challenges, but I think that we've ironed out a lot of those challenges in the last 3 weeks, and teaching and learning has gone from what it was in the beginning, where it was lots of glitches, to where it is now at the moment. And yeah, I think children are settled, the teachers are settled. We have a great teaching and learning team that are helping us work through everything. We work in collaboratively with all the teachers as well to help just make suggestions and say, oh, this worked for me, this, that type of stuff. So It's improved a lot since the beginning of the 3 weeks once it's come back. There's lots of changes, but there's also lots of positive changes that have happened as well. There's lots more ICT in the classroom. We've been using Apple TVs, sharing our screens with the children. So it's been a lot more interactive than what it has been in the past.
Yeah, I know working with you guys in year 5 this week, you're just desperate to find ways of making it as collaborative as possible for the children. And that was almost
Yeah.
like the biggest barrier to start with. We couldn't work out, we've got to be 1.5 meters away the whole time. We're wearing masks and you can't share equipment. It was suddenly like, but that's how our teachers teach. They ensure the children are collaborating and
Yeah.
critically thinking and assessing themselves. It was so tricky, but you guys have been incredible at kind of turning every stone to try and find out how you can do it, and it's great to see. But I think for teachers and us, it's quite stressful, these new changes and trying to meet standards. The children seem so chilled with it. They're just so resilient, and I think we saw that in distance learning. But yeah, coming into your classroom, they just go with it, don't they?
Yeah, they're definitely happy to be back in the classroom compared to 100% online. But they have been so resilient and they've persevered through all of our glitches and all of our technical difficulties, and they've honestly come out the other end way better than what they did in the beginning. So I'm really proud of them. They've done so well.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And yeah, being proud of the children is so nice as well. I think that's part of this community as well. But Karen, I'm watching that clock behind you over your shoulder, and I know your break is nearly up. So thank you so much for talking to us. And yeah, you are brilliant. All you teachers are an absolute inspiration this year. So it's lovely to share your side of it with our community as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. I'll speak to you later.
Bye.
It's great to talk to Karen there and see really how proud she is to be a teacher at GEMS Metropole, and really talks about the successes that have happened over the last few years, including going up to 37 judgments in inspection, but also talking about those attrition rates and why teachers don't want to leave the Metropole community. And we're so fortunate those teachers coming into the school see it as a desirable school to come and work at. It's been fantastic talking to the teachers this week, likewise the students. And if you want to watch that video with the Year 6 to Year 7 transition students, remember, click here to see any of our videos on the YouTube channel. And don't forget to click subscribe. If you subscribe, you'll be notified as soon as something comes from our community out to you guys. So until next week, I hope you have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.